candle exposed what's inside of me. Had to crucify emotion, let discipline arise. Cause my vans trade and kill quicker than the thief at night. Jericho standing tall like impossible resistance. But faith make walls go after consistent persistence. Joshua marching even when it made no sense. The patience in the walking when you wait for confirmation. See the weak chase entrance, the wise wait calmly. Person either burst pipes or create king sharply. Now I move strategic like the shepherd with the stone. Gave me burst of giants every morning at the hope it don't fold. In the wilderness, the promise still ahead. Every loss ain't destruction. Sometimes God rebuild a traitor instead. Jericho walls follow when my faith get loud. Used to pray emotional, now my spirit strong. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get them tested. Escaping Babylon, I can live train to fear. Marking full of idols, I just walk a vision king. Planting seeds of silence, while they chase attention. Labor bring the harvest when you're moving intention. I seen traders worship poverty like a golden calf. Losing themselves, chasing candles, moving way too fast. The wisdom worth more than silver and the gold. The disciplined mind worth more than what's inside your palm. Follow you up a lot harder when I say I had to break resistance. Sparking levels in the chains, I can't protect my decisions. Now to set a cleaner, spirit moving sharper. Every setback became fuel for moving smarter. They panic with the crowd when the headlines hit. I move like no one building while they left that hit. Scrapperating look foolish before the rain arrive. Our survivors think different when they fighting to survive. Fast seasons feeling buried underneath the pressure. The seeds gotta die before they multiply forever. That's kingdom mathematics, that's the Lord's soul reaper. Patient trader eat, non-emotional trader sleep.
It's bigger than trading.
It's about mastering yourself.
Anybody can enter a trade.
You can conquer emotion.
Escape Babylon.
The cycle.
Move with wisdom.
Build with faith.
Smart action trading.
They told us chase fast money,
Dead money.
worship greed,
Love for trading.
panic with the crowd,
Modern Babylon.
build on fear.
Distraction and emotional slavery.
But discipline,
Patience.
wisdom,
Wisdom.
that's how you escape the system.
Smart action trading.
Yeah. Jericho walls falling when my faith get louder. Used to trade emotional, now my spirit stronger. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get tested. Escaping Babylon,
I can live chain of fear.
market full of idols.
I just walk a vision clear.
Planting seeds of silence.
While they chase attention.
Labor bring the harvest when you move with intention. Used to chase every candle like the move of salvation. Lost inside the noise, trapped in desperation. Babylon system got the masses moving blind. Over leveraged souls getting swallowed by the grind. See the charts became mirrors showing pride and greed. Every red candle exposed what's inside of me. Had to crucify emotion, let discipline arise. Cause my vans trade and kill quicker than the thief at night. Jericho standing tall like impossible resistance. But faith make walls go after consistent persistence. Joshua marching even when it made no sense. The patience in the walking when you wait for confirmation. See the weak chase entrance, the wise wait calmly. Person either burst pipes or create king sharply. Now I move strategic like the shepherd with the stone. Gave me burst of giants every morning at the hope it don't fold. In the wilderness, the promise still ahead. Every loss ain't destruction. Sometimes God rebuild a traitor instead. Jericho walls follow when my faith get loud. Used to pray emotional, now my spirit strong. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get them tested. Escaping Babylon,
I can live chain of fear.
market full of idols.
I just walk a vision king.
Planting seeds of silence,
While they chase attention.
labor bring the harvest when you're moving intention. I seen traders worship poverty like a golden calf. Losing themselves, chasing candles, moving way too fast. The wisdom worth more than silver and the gold. The disciplined mind worth more than what's inside your palm. Follow you up a lot harder when I say I had to break resistance. Sparking levels in the chains, I can't protect my decisions. Now to set a cleaner, spirit moving sharper. Every setback became fuel for moving smarter. They panic with the crowd when the headlines hit. I move like no one building while they left that hit. Scrapperating look foolish before the rain arrive. Our survivors think different when they fighting to survive. Fast seasons feeling buried underneath the pressure. The seeds gotta die before they multiply forever. Let's keep the mathematics, that's the Lord. Soul reaper, patient trader, eat. Mono-emotional trader, sleep. Yeah.
It's bigger than trading.
It's about mastering yourself.
Anybody can enter a trade.
You can conquer emotion.
Escape Babylon.
Cycle.
Move with wisdom.
Build with faith.
Smart action trading.
They told us chase fast money,
Bad money.
worship greed,
Love for trading.
panic with the crowd,
Modern Babylon.
build on fear.
Distraction and emotional slavery.
But discipline,
Patience.
wisdom,
Wisdom.
that's how you escape the system.
Smart action trading.
Yeah. Jericho walls falling when my faith get louder. Used to trade emotional, now my spirit's stronger. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get tested. Escaping Babylon,
I can live shade of fear.
market full of idols.
I just walk a vision clear.
Planting seeds of silence.
While they chase attention.
Labor bring the harvest when you move with intention. Used to chase every candlelight and move with salvation. Lost inside the noise, trapped in desperation. Babylon system got the masses moving blind. Over leveraged souls getting swallowed by the grind. See the charts became mirrors showing pride and greed. Every red candle exposed what's inside of me. Had to crucify emotion, let discipline to rise. Cause my vans trading kill quicker than the thief at night. Jericho standing tall like impossible resistance. But faith make walls go after consistent persistence. Joshua marching even when it made no sense. The patience in the walking when you wait for confirmation. See the weak chase entrance, the wise wait calmly. Person either burst pipes or create king sharply. Now I move strategic like the shepherd with the stone. David burst the giants every morning at the hope it don't fold. In the wilderness, the promise still ahead. Every loss ain't destruction. Sometimes God rebuild a traitor instead.
Jericho walls follow when my faith get loud. Used to trade emotional, now my spirit's stronger. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get them tested. Escaping Babylon, I can live train to fear. Market full of idols, I just walk a vision kid. Planting seeds of silence, while they chase attention. Labor bring the harvest when you're moving intention.
I seen traders worship poverty like a golden calf. Losing themselves chasing candles, moving way too fast. The wisdom worth more than silver and the gold. The disciplined mind worth more than what's inside your palm. Following up a lot harder when I say I had to break resistance. Sparking levels in the chains that kept affecting my decisions. Now to set a cleaner, spirit moving sharper. Every setback became fuel for moving smarter. They panic with the crowd when the headlines hit. The move they know were building while they left that hit. Discreparate and look foolish before the rain arrives. But survivors think different when they fighting to survive. Fast seasons feeling buried underneath the pressure. The seeds gotta die before they multiply forever. Let's keep the mathematics, that's the Lord. Soul reaper, patient trader, eat. Mono-emotional trader, sleep. Yeah.
It's bigger than trading.
It's about mastering yourself.
Anybody can enter a trade.
You can conquer emotion.
Escape Babylon.
Cycle.
Move with wisdom.
Build with faith.
Smart action trading.
They told us chase fast money,
Bad money.
worship greed,
Love for trading.
panic with the crowd,
Modern Babylon.
build on fear.
Distraction and emotional slavery.
But discipline,
Patience.
wisdom,
Wisdom.
that's how you escape the system.
Smart action trading.
Yeah. Jericho walls falling when my faith get louder. Used to trade emotional, now my spirit stronger. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get tested. Escaping Babylon,
I can live shade of fear.
market full of idols.
I just walk with vision clear.
Planting seeds of solid.
While they chase attention.
Labor bring the harvest when you move with intention. Used to chase every candle like the move of salvation. Lost inside the noise, trapped in desperation. Babylon system got the masses moving blind. Over leveraged souls getting swallowed by the grind. See the charts became mirrors showing pride and greed. Every red candle exposed what's inside of me. Had to crucify emotion, let discipline arise. Cause my vans trading kill quicker than the thief at night. Jericho standing tall like impossible resistance. But faith make walls go after consistent persistence. Joshua marching even when it made no sense. The patience in the walking when you wait for confirmation. See the weak chase entrance, the wise wait calmly. Person either burst pipes or create kings sharply. Now I move strategic like the shepherd with the stone. Gave me burst of giants every morning at the open fold. In the wilderness, the promise still ahead. Every loss ain't destruction. Sometimes God rebuild a traitor extend.
Jericho walls follow when my faith get loud. Used to trade emotional, now my spirit stronger. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get them tested. Escaping Babylon, I can live train to fear. Market full of idols, I just walk a vision king. Planting seeds of solid, while they chase attention. Labor bring the harvest when you move with intention.
I seen traders worship poverty like a golden calf. Lose themselves chasing candles, moving way too fast. The wisdom worth more than silver and the gold. The disciplined mind worth more than what's inside your palm. Following up a lot harder when I say I had to break resistance. Marking levels in the chains that kept protecting my decisions. Now they set a cleaner, spirit moving sharper. Every setback became fuel for moving smarter. They panic with the crowd when the headlines hit. I move like no one building while they left that hit. Scraperating look foolish before the rain arrived. But survivors think different when they fighting to survive. Fast seasons feeling buried underneath the pressure. The seeds gotta die before they multiply forever. That's kingdom mathematics, that's the Lord's soul reap. A patient trader eat, non-emotional trader sleep. Yeah,
It's bigger than trading.
it's about mastering yourself.
Anybody can enter a trade.
You can conquer emotion.
Escape Babylon.
Cycle,
Move with wisdom.
build with faith.
Smart acts of trading.
They told us chase fast, man.
The information shared during this live stream is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. All trades, ideas, and strategies discussed are my personal opinions and are not recommendations to buy or sell any securities. Trading involves risk, and you should always do your own research and consult with a licensed financial professional before making any investment decisions. You are solely responsible for your own trading results. The information shared during this live stream is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. All trades, ideas, and strategies discussed are my personal opinions and are not recommendations to buy or sell any securities. Trading involves risk, and you should always do your own research.
Top of the morning, traders, and happy Wednesday, August 5th. Hope everyone had a wonderful day yesterday and you're ready to kick off another opportunity-filled day. Another day, another all-time high on SPY. SPY continues to rip to the upside. If you just imagine, if you can just think back to where we were last week, we were below 730. A week later, we're looking to open up above 775. That's how quickly things can change. So going into today, guys, the biggest danger is having a fixed bias. I think we're going to continue to push up based on the fact that we're at all-time highs. Continue to do your due diligence, guys. Continue to look for your setups. Continue to manage risk. And don't let the actions that took place yesterday sway you into holding longer than you need to. All right, continue to trade your trades and let the trades come to you and let those large gains just take place naturally. Don't force anything. Right off the open, we're seeing small caps slide to the downside. We're seeing the Dow have tremendous strength. Let this candle close here, and we will be good to go. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, team. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everyone on YouTube. Good morning, good morning. All right, if you're looking to trade live with us with the delay-free, ad-free stream, make sure to click the link pinned in the chat. Access all of our resources as well. The key level indicator has been renewed, guys. So an additional 30 days have been added to your access for the key level indicator. I know a lot of you are getting used to the indicator, and I know a lot of you are enjoying the fact that all those levels are automatically plotted on your charts, which simplifies and saves a ton of time, especially for busy traders, right? You just open up your chart, you clear your drawings, boom, levels are right there. Okay, so that has been renewed for you guys before it gets launched, and it becomes available for purchase. Okay, so you don't have to do anything. Just close, turn it off, and turn it back on, the indicator, and then you should have access to it. More all-time highs here, guys. More all-time highs here. Qs above PMH. Qs also expanding. Qs also expanding. History in the making, guys. History in the making. Okay, Shockwave 5. Shockwave 5. First one on the clock. Shockwave 5. Dow expanding. See if the Qs can hold above PMH and that dead upside breaker. So far, everything is directional with the upside. Everything is directional with the upside. We're seeing NVIDIA have a tremendous strength here. Tremendous strength on NVIDIA. Okay, we're starting to see Tesla slide to the downside slightly, given that PML run for its money. Okay, NVIDIA is waking up here. NVIDIA waking up. Walmart, aggressive slide. We're seeing Palantir push as well. We're seeing SpaceX. Okay, below 110. Okay, we were live streaming during SpaceX IPO. So if you missed that episode, go check that episode out. All right, but we discussed the importance of waiting. Okay, and not buying at IPO. If you just waited for the lockup period, all right, and the lockup period is complete, you would save $50-$60 on your initial entry, which is massive. Okay, so patience truly does pay. All right, folks on YouTube, make sure to like the video. We'll do a giveaway again. Giveaway winner. All right, make sure to send me. We have a winner yesterday who won Shockwave. I'm waiting for you to send me your TradingView username, and you'll have access to the indicator. Okay, TradingView username, and let me know which one you want. You want to do on the 5-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute, 60-minute, and we'll get you situated. A lot of you are also reaching out to me in DM. Okay, looking to set up a discussion. Again, I don't offer discussions, right, or talks. You're going to have to book a coaching call, okay? So I'm not available to that extent, okay? The only availability I have to the general public is through the stream, all right? So this is the time where you can ask questions. You can try to get as much information as possible. But if you need that one-on-one time, all right, if you need that time, you're going to have to book a coaching call, okay? I'm not going to jump on a call, okay? So I don't offer services of that kind. Okay, Palantir pushing nicely. See, Palantir can continue to go. Okay, Palantir early candidate. Early candidate Palantir. Our usual suspects. Okay. NVIDIA is going. Amazon is going. Amazon nice retested that all the previous all-time high. Small caps dumping. Today is the 0 DTE days, so be mindful, guys. Contracts do expire. Today, the Palantir contracts expire on Friday. So Palantir, the 175s, 170s, 165s all do look appealing. The 170s have the most amount of the 170s and the 165s have the most amount of volume on those contracts. So keep a close eye there on those names. If you like Palantir, see if you can confirm. Once Shockwave 15 rolls around. Shockwave 5, 15 seconds left. Shockwave 5, 15 seconds left. Again, this break is going to be into all-time highs, guys. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Uncharted territory. What I do like, and look at the IV. Can someone tell me what the IV is? Okay, you notice how the VIX is pushing. It's above 17. All right, so there can be a case, okay, when we're at all-time highs, guys, when the VIX and the indexes go in the same direction. Okay, that can take place. Okay, for a few moments, they go in the same direction. For spurts, Apple sliding. I want Palantir to hold above that PMH. Semis continue to go. AMD out of here. AMD looking to test 500 possibly. If you like AMD, keep a close eye on AMD. Nvidia looking at the 220s and the 225. I'll go with the 220s at the money. Keep it a close eye. Palantir, also looking at Palantir. Those are Friday's contracts. Okay. More on the contract being pulled up. Okay, here. Palantir looking at the 175s. They're on Fridays. You can go with the 170s, 175s, whatever works best for you. Apple sliding to the downside. Meta sliding as well. Meta, that 600 level is going to be critical. Okay, that level has been the most important level all quarter. All right. Look at the Qs, guys. Qs trapped above PMH. Small caps starting to slide. If SPY fails to hold that 775, okay, that can possibly open up the gateway for us to push into 773.41. The only thing holding us up currently, guys, is the Dow. The Dow continues to be strong. The Qs are testing this area here. So the Qs, right, let that candle close. The Qs are still, okay, they got above that daily upside breaker, that PMH, let that candle close there. And see what that next candle brings. Let's see what that next candle has in store. We are directional on the hourly, keep that in mind. Down goes Amazon. What about PMH? Down goes Amazon. Amazon is headed back towards that weekly open. Nvidia, tremendous strength on Nvidia. Okay, Apple sliding into PML. Nvidia, tremendous strength there. Nvidia has room. Okay, Nvidia has room. Look at Nvidia, nice gap up on Nvidia. Nvidia continues to push. Look at that break on Nvidia, guys. All right, remember that break, downward compression from pre-market. Look at that. So I'm seeing if there's some follow through behind that break. Seeing if there's some follow through behind that break. If you took Nvidia Shockwave 5, done for the day. See that break on Nvidia? Small cap sliding, so we are seeing conflict. All right, we're not seeing the same kind of action we saw the past 2 days, okay, during the opening drive. Opening drive being the first 15 minutes. Keep in mind, at 10 o'clock we got some data. Keep in mind, we had some data early this morning as well. Some ADP data. What a slide. What a slide on IWM. IWM's testing that quarterly upside breaker. Okay, Qs are trying to recover, all right? Qs are trying to recover off that VWAP and that daily upside breaker. Nvidia continues to go. Nvidia continues to go. Okay, PLTR is starting to wake up. PLTR starting to wake up here. Let me replace alphabet with PLTR. Okay, 2 candidates for calls, all right? During shockwave hour, 15 hours, NVIDIA and Palantir. But they're right, ripping and running. I like how the Qs recovered there. Okay, keep in mind, look at the IV on SPY. Can someone let me know what the IV on SPY is? How do those contracts look? Do they look normal? Do they look more pricier than usual? Let's see if we can hold about 776.69, continue to accelerate. So if you're taking shockwave, all right, it's into uncharted territory. It's into uncharted territory. NVIDIA, give me a retest. Look at the volume on NVIDIA's 15-minute candle. Massive volume on NVIDIA's 15-minute candle. All right, so this is the first time in this 3-day stretch that we saw us push decisively, where we have not done much, okay, during the first 10 minutes. I know it's not a lot of time, still a lot of time ahead of us, but the market is just suspended in midair, okay, suspended in midair. Let's get to the YouTube chat. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Make sure to like the video on YouTube. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Make sure to like the video. If you're a first-time viewer, drop a 1 in the chat. Returning viewers, drop a 2. And my viewers that have watched more than 10 episodes, drop a 3. 1, 2, 3. Good morning and God bless you, George, and your family, health, economy, and followers. May you receive gratitude and generous support for your live stream today and every day. God bless you too, Fishman. Thank you for always speaking life into the chat. Verse of the day, Philippians 4:7. Good morning, Sid Wards. Good morning. Thank you for supporting the channel. Good morning, BT6305. Good morning, Poman. Good morning, Francis. Good morning, News. Good morning, JR. Ramsey. Good morning, Wiz. So we got a bunch of 3s. So it looks like everyone has been tuning in for more than 10 episodes. All right, so 10 episodes. Usually we've been going for 2 hours. All right, 2 hours. Okay, so 2 hours per day. Okay, 2, 3. Good morning, Sid. Thank you for supporting the channel. 3, 3, 3. Okay, Amazon continues to slide. Yep, IV and IWM is 28. It pays to be a member of the community. 100%, guys. So for those of you who are in the 10 camp, make sure to join the community, access all the tools and resources, okay, before the next increase, okay? Before the next increase, there was no increase during the entire summer month. All right, our members are hitting their stride. Our members are, okay, finding themselves as a trader and have all the tools, resources, and support they need, okay, to sharpen their system. A nice bounce on the Qs. The fact the Qs continue to push, the Shockwave 5 does look appealing. Does look appealing. But we're just suspended in midair, like I just said, suspended in midair. Shockwave 15 hour coming in. If there's a compound break, that would be nice. Look how small this range is, guys. The market doesn't know what to do. All right, first 15 minutes of the day, 1.5 is the range. Q's making higher highs. If we do fall off a cliff, fall below that 775, of course, to the downside, that's available via shockwave for the puts. But keep a close eye on small caps, okay? Small caps, they're already below VWAP, so if we do see some overwhelming weakness coming in, small caps can see a breakdown take place. Okay. I don't know what that was. That's in the suite next door. Okay, Shockwave 15 is here. Okay, NVIDIA crossing back into the Shockwave 5. See if we can resurface. SPY still suspended in midair. Okay, SPY still suspended in midair. Okay, see if we can start to slide. 775 is not an easy level to break. Small caps, 301 puts. If we do start to slide aggressively, 301 puts. Tesla, keep a close eye on those calls if we bounce off 775. Tesla, you can go with the 325s, 330s. These do expire today, so probably go with the 325s. Happy median, 327.50s. Keep a close eye on small caps. Okay, if things start to slide, small caps are the candidate for the breakdown. Okay. Look at this, guys. A lot of indecision here. I want to be patient. Okay, Tesla's starting to go. Okay, Tesla call's starting to go. If you took Tesla, manage accordingly. If you took Tesla, manage accordingly. Okay, 330s are starting to move as well. Okay, see if Tesla can come back, revisit that level. I'll be there for it. Amazon puts looking good as well. Okay, it's going to be based on if we respect this 775 VWAP and get that break on SPY. NVIDIA, keeping a close eye on NVIDIA as well. Okay, the 250s or the 220s. Amazon puts printing, Microsoft puts printing as well. Okay, so we're seeing a mixed bag across the board. Okay, nice break on Microsoft. So no trade so far. No trade so far, just being patient. Okay, so see if Tesla can resurface back above that level. If it can, I'll be there for Tesla. Okay, I want to see if we can resurface back above that trigger. Okay, I'll be there for Tesla if you can do that. I'm looking at the Tesla calls. Tesla's testing at 325, so I want that 325 to become successful. Okay, I don't want that to turn into 325 rejection, so just waiting. No entry yet. We're seeing Amazon and Microsoft breaking down beautifully. Waiting for Tesla to reclaim back the upside. Okay, we're starting to see some weakness on SPY here. Okay, it's going to come down to that 775. Okay, look at the mixed bag, guys. This is not the same conditions we saw the past 2 days intraday during first shift. Okay, SPY pulling back, Q's pushing, Dow getting back to VWAP. Look at that. Okay. Some aggressive selling there. Look at that. Just like that. That one took place so fast. You saw that breakdown? That program breakdown? It's almost like that candle teleported. So now we're starting to break here. All right. Look at that hourly candle. Hourly candle's about to go engulfing. 3 down. Wow. Okay, starting to slide aggressively. That's going to further enhance Microsoft's and Amazon's slide. Okay. That break. Notice how that break just kind of just teleported, if you noticed. It was like a teleportation break. It was like a forced break. Okay, if you were able to time that, beautiful job. Okay, you want price to stay below 775. Retrace reject could possibly come into play. All right, but the action that we're seeing today is more trappy than the action we saw the past 2 days. If Amazon can come back into play, the movement is not the same. I don't want you to mix those two things up, guys. They got a lot of people used to the movement from the past 2 days. All right, the action we saw yesterday, that's once in a blue moon. That's not how SPY moves every day. So don't fall susceptible. Don't fall susceptible to that. Yeah, NVIDIA holding VWAP. So I'm waiting for Tesla and NVIDIA still. Okay, no trade so far. See if they want to recapture that 775 or if it's a retrace reject. Shockwave 5 gave a signal, scale out. If you're waiting for 15, you also got a signal, scale out. Okay. So no trades so far, guys. Retrace reject possibility. Off 775. Qs, see if the Qs can, for a SPY to get all the way back to here. Okay, this bound zone, you're going to need the Qs to break VWAP. Okay, you're going to need the Qs to break VWAP. Okay, buyers are reemerging, buyers are resurfacing. But can they hold 775? Can they reclaim 775 and get back above VWAP? So the only thing below VWAP currently is SPY. Everything else is testing VWAP, but is above VWAP currently. Okay. Okay, Meta might be up to something into PMH. Keep a close eye on Meta. This might have been just a shake and bake, all right? Trap some. So I didn't take this. Trap some shorts for that. For me to take this, I want to see the Qs break below VWAP. Trap some shorts, drag them to the other side. Still keeping a close eye on Tesla, all right? Tesla. Still keeping a close eye on Tesla. SPY testing VWAP. Let's give you a quick scale out opportunity. You have to be a sniper to catch that. By no means without an easy entry. Nonetheless, opportunity was there. But look at the action. Look at the candles. Okay, the candles tell the story. Okay, think of it like this. The open and the close of the candle. Okay. Are basically where it started and how it ended. But to get the real story, the full story, you need the wicks. Everything in between the open and the close is a story. It's like a person's life. This person is born on this particular day, and they depart on this particular day. Right? But there's those two dates don't give you a lot of. It gives you information, but doesn't give you everything. What's more important is what happened in between. And that's what the wicks are. While the candle was moving, what was it like? What was the action like? How high did it get? How low did it get? How quickly did it push back higher or lower? Okay, Dow continues to show tremendous strength. Today's going to be about the Qs, guys. Can the Qs join the party? Okay. Can the Qs join the party? Nice drop on Amazon, guys. That wick on spot, yeah. Look at the hourly candle. It wicked and now it's recovering. So this is a lot of things that are taking place on this candle. Okay, a lot of manipulation, high stakes game. So still watching Nvidia and Tesla. Meta is possibly brewing as well. Meta does have some traffic up at that that PMH 603 territory, 603, 605. But at least let's see if we can reclaim 600 first. We know how important that 600 cycle level is. Amazon continues to fall off a cliff. Okay, we just saw some massive volume there. Okay, level 2. Saw some huge activity on level 2 there. Look how quickly they flipped this candle. They trapped the buyers, trapped the sellers, and they're looking to push this thing back up. All right, so the primary thing we discussed with our team is we want to see what kind of reaction, what kind of separation we get away from 775. Okay, the most important levels during the first hour is this and here. Okay, between 775 and basically pre-market low, pre-market high. Okay. Keeping a close eye on Tesla. Still watching Tesla. See if Tesla can resurface. But I do take Tesla. Okay, on that reclaim, I want to see SPY get above PMH. I'll take Tesla majority into high of the day. Okay, I'll take a majority into high of the day. What would be encouraging is if Tesla can catch, if SPY can catch a nice push above PMH, that would favor Tesla, and the Qs hold above VWAP. Small caps are going, guys. Small caps going call side. See if Tesla can start to go as well. Get that continued push. Okay, I'll take Tesla right there. Okay, couldn't get filled there. Let me try again. Okay, I'm in Tesla. I'm in the Tesla calls. A risk conservative, targeting high a day. I had to try a couple times to get filled on Tesla, and the fact that SPY is going the other way is a good thing. I want no close on the 5 below conservative on Tesla, targeting 326.80 with the majority. Keep in mind these are zeros. If you need to go further dated, make sure to do so. Target highs a day there on Tesla with the majority. Keep going. Tesla's up 5.6. SPY. If SPY can break here, that would help Tesla. Should help Tesla, but it has a major level to get past. So this level that we have, that's 776.69. Okay, needs to break past that level. That's a level from the pre-market. That's the level that we discussed. Okay, so Tesla, see if Tesla can get some follow through. Okay, I'm targeting highs the day of Tesla. Okay, risk is conservative, so I'll let that play out. No close below conservative on the 5. These are zeros, so they can get a little volatile. We'll see it play out here. Nvidia is also coming into play here shortly. And look at this kind of candles, guys. Look at this kind of action. You see that this candle and this candle, very, very manipulative, very, very tricky. All right, so there is some large orders, some shenanigans taking place. High stakes shenanigans. I want to see Tesla, a vote of confidence would be Tesla stay above 325. Okay, if Tesla can stay above 325 when it's all said and done with this 5-minute candle, I'll give a little bit of hope. Right, but my risk is right there. No close below conservative on the 5. So we come into that 776.69, get that massive rejection. Okay, the risk on Tesla very closely coincides with VWAP. Okay, so SPY has not been going anywhere, guys. If you're looking to take setups like that was available yesterday, you're just getting frustrated, getting stopped out. So that's why it's so important to treat every day, okay, as its own trading day. Don't try to repeat what took place yesterday. New hourly candle here. Okay, currently in Tesla, see if Tesla can go. Q's whole view up, that'll be great. And the thing is, they're trapping the expansion traders. They let them get away with it yesterday, but today, the ones who have any of that lingering FOMO, all right, they're coming after them. Okay, still in Tesla. So no close below conservative, no close below VWAP. Right there is my risk on the 5. In the meantime, just let it play out. If you're looking for shockwave, again, there's another breakdown brewing. Look at the Qs, guys. Qs aggressively breaking down. That might drag Tesla a little lower and trigger the stop. Qs aggressively breaking down, guys. Qs have some force behind them. Qs have some force behind them. SPY is starting to break down as well. Okay, see if Tesla can absorb this selling. See if Tesla can absorb this selling. Down about 24%. There was opportunity to scalp out of it, but I'm looking for a push into 326.80. Okay, just be mindful, guys. We can see buyers trying to protect 775. Okay. They're going to try to make this as tricky as possible. See profit, take profit is going to be the protocol. Okay. It's very easy for you to get persuaded based on the action yesterday, for you to hold a little longer on a majority, but just continue to rinse and repeat the things that work best for you. All right. So again, no close below conservative on Tesla. In the next minute and 30 seconds or so, I want to see Tesla close above 325. SPY unable to create separation away from VWAP. Q's on the verge of getting a breakdown. How's that 15 looking on Tesla? Okay, inside. Look at this, guys. Again, look at this mess. That's why, again, it's so important to treat every day as a different day. There's a lot of lingering FOMO out there. Okay, see if Tesla can now hold above 325 in the next 45 seconds. That'd be great. SPY's not doing much, so no trades on SPY. We did see the small caps push a little bit for a quick scalp into PMH. A lot of traffic there. Inside on the hourly. Amazon starting to bounce off that key level. 275.82. How we doing, strikers? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Walmart day, yeah. If Walmart can come into play, that'd be great. Break above its trigger. Walmart does have a little bit of traffic up ahead. So look for the Walmart trigger. Yeah, IWM gets a push and then PMH smacks into PMH and just collapses. Okay, Tesla did what it needed to do. Took some time, ate some value of those contracts. Okay, those are zeros. Further strike, I can deal with it. But now I want to see Tesla continue to push as SPY starts to push. Okay, let's see if Tesla can push. Okay, my final destination is 326.80. Go, go, go. Want that break to hold. So we need SPY to break out here. SPY breaking out will probably send Tesla at 326.80. Okay. Small victory would be Tesla hold above this high here. If you can hold above that high there, that'd be great. Okay, see if that signal can stay glued to the chart. See if SPY can start to go. See if Tesla can wake up, knock out that 326.80. All right, SPY, look at just SPY is a complete mess. Okay, there goes Tesla. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Even Tesla's moving a little slow. Go, go, go. 326.80. You did take this TP where you need to. Manage accordingly. Okay. Look at the target 326.80. That's my target. Up 8 on Tesla. Okay, up 10. Go, go, go. Up 12. Up 16. I'm going to take a majority off right there on Tesla at 15%. Thank you very much. Holding runners. Okay, up 20 on Tesla. There goes Tesla. There we go, guys. Beautiful trade on Tesla. Right into highs of the day. Took a majority off. Okay, around 14, 16, 14, 15%. Holding runners. Runners, I'll give it until, let's see, until here. So I might see a little bit of negative on the runners, but not too much. See if I can risk that. Risk the runners for a potential push to the upside. Okay, so beautiful trade on Tesla, just like that. Okay. If you took Tesla, dollar signs in the chat. Okay, you're gonna have to see profit, take profit, guys. Don't let the action that you saw the past 2 days, okay, make you do something you're not used to. All right, so we'll hold runners on Tesla. If Tesla decides to run, contracts can start to push into the 150s. Okay. Beautiful trade on Tesla. Let me jump to the 15 on Tesla. Block out the noise a little bit. Okay. All right, so first trade worked beautifully. Took some time. We found our spot. We shot our shot. No close below 325.75. Okay. Stop for runners. That's how you take a nice push into highs of the day. Took some time. You can see. If you have shockwave, you know what the type of setup is. Okay, Tesla. I want to see Tesla push into PMH and beyond. Okay. Keep in mind, those are zeros, so they decay very, very fast. All right, that's why I had to take that quick pop quickly when it did work in my favor, and then now see if the runners can continue to push and get into 326.32 territory, that pre-market high. SPY's not doing much, guys, so I had to go elsewhere. Keep a close eye on NVIDIA. Okay, new 5-minute candle here on Tesla. Knock out those highs. We'll be good to go. That 327.14. All right, so let Tesla do what it needs to do. 15-minute looks good. All right, I'll just kind of let it do what it needs to do and see if we can turn into marathon runners. Okay. If it knocks out this red line there, okay, that red line there, I'll close out. But in the meantime, I'll let these runners do what they need to do, so it can see a little bit of volatility, a push up, a little bit of red, a little bit of green. But let's see if Tesla can push back above 326.80 and continue to push. All right, so SPY is above VWAP, so let's see if SPY can give this a run, give this higher run for its money. Okay, that can possibly further enhance Tesla's move. All right, so Shockwave 30s here, Shockwave 30, Shockwave 5, all have a compound break to the upside. Okay. Runners don't feel like running today. Alright, so let's see if they can run. NVIDIA, keep a close eye on NVIDIA. If you just used full position, good, good, good. If you use runners, make sure you take a majority off. Okay. That's what I feel works the best, guys. Taking a majority off. Sometimes when you take off partial, it's not enough. Because you can be right, and then your runners go negative, and then you are right for just a small amount. So it looks like these runners are about to be... Give them a second here. They didn't close below that level yet. They're back at that initial entry point. They're about to be cooked. Okay. Let's see. That 15 does not look, that 15-minute candle, unless we recover, does not look encouraging. That does not look bullish. Unless we can resurface, does not look bullish. Okay, I'll be out of those runners. All right, so give those runners as much time as possible. Stop on the runners. Okay, NVIDIA. Possibly something there. Indexes are not doing anything, guys. So when the indexes are not doing anything, I'm not going to do anything. So quick scalp on Tesla. Runners eventually stopped out. Tesla went back to VWAP. Alright, just imagine how many traders took trades here. Continue to add to the position, anticipating what took place yesterday, the past 2 days. Okay, I'm looking at NVIDIA. If Tesla wants to resurface, let me know, Tesla. Okay. Let me know. It's going back to test VWAP. If it wants to resurface, I can potentially entertain it. NVIDIA is starting to brew here. NVIDIA did not get that 220. See if NVIDIA can start to come into play. What's really holding us up, guys, is the Dow. You notice inside on the hour. So this period, when you're in a position and it's inside, you're probably going to sit through some chop. Okay, you want to be in when it's directional. All right, let's get the likes up on YouTube, team. Let's get the likes up, everyone. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe. Are you in puts on Tesla? No, calls. Again, this stream was not intended for you just to take signals, guys. All right, just know there is a delay on YouTube. So by the time you do take the trade, if you want to take the signal and treat it as a signal service, all right, there's a delay and the entry is gone. And that delay on YouTube is intentional. Okay. All right, NVIDIA. I'm keeping a close eye on NVIDIA. Does NVIDIA want to make a move? NVIDIA has some room to go. For the calls, NVIDIA's starting to go. I want to get a pullback entry similar to Tesla. The only issue is it's just none of the indexes are moving, so Nvidia is going to have to make this move on its own. When you are caught in a situation like that, what you want to do, is see profit, take profit. If you have the environmental conditions aligning and favoring your setup, okay, you can be a little more lenient with those runners. But if the conditions are just atrocious like this, okay, it's in your best interest. See profit, take profit. Don't be wrong for long. Okay. See if Nvidia can dip back in and resurface. Now we got a potential flag forming, bear flag forming on Amazon. Okay, let's get the likes up on YouTube, guys. We have 180 people joining us this morning. Let's get to 100 likes before 10:30, and we'll be well on our way. Nvidia coming back in, dipping back lower. Okay, so probably the best, if you're an expansion trader, okay, the best thing to do, guys, is just wait. Okay, just wait until the indexes break. That's going to maybe give some follow through. We've been very trappy. It did provide a nice little scalp to the downside, quick scale out. Right here, outside of that, no signal from shockwave. A small cap starting to go. IW, all right, be mindful. Same thing applies for IW as well. All right, see profit, take profit. You have that PMH right there, all right. So see profit, take profit is the approach until proven otherwise, until we start to expand. Okay, if SPY does start to pop, I'm looking at Nvidia. I have my candidate ready. Okay, just waiting for SPY to wake up a little bit. Let that 5-minute candle get resolved. See if Nvidia can start to reclaim that territory. Okay, I like how SPY is starting to push. Trying to get the timing down. I want to get the timing down. And we have to also understand, the choppier it gets when it's suspended in midair, okay, that favors, all right, that favors a markdown. When it's suspended in midair, after making a massive push, okay, that's basically when the bulls are running out of fuel. That favors a markdown. Palantir puts brewing. PLTR puts. 155s. These are Friday's contracts. Keep a close eye on Tesla. I'm looking at the Palantir puts here as Palantir is starting to break down. Has room to 160. Let me get a signal on Palantir. These are Friday's contracts. Palantir doesn't have zeros unless it's Friday. I'm looking at the 155s. If SPY starts to slide, that's going to favor Palantir. See if Palantir can get a nice little bounce here. One little bounce. And then start to wick back lower. I'll take it to the downside. Okay. I'll take Palantir right there. I'm in the Palantir puts. Second trade of the day, Palantir puts, taking that retrace reject. Up 5, up 6, up 8. Okay, TP where you need to if you took Palantir puts. If SPY can break down, that'd be great. My risk on Palantir puts is conservative. Okay, so what I don't want to see is a reclaim of that double bottom. I want to see it continue to push lower and knock out lows a day. If you took it at 8, that was a trade that was less than 1 minute. Okay, so I want to see Palantir start to break down here. These contracts have a little bit of time, so see if they can start to go. Okay, let's put Palantir here. SPY, nothing to see on SPY, nothing too entertaining. Here you go. Okay, shockwave indicator tells us right there. Go, go, go. It's up 8. Knock out those lows. If SPY can start to slide, that would be great. That's going to favor Palantir. Okay. Q's coming into those lows. If SPY can knock out the shockwave 15 low, that'd be great. Knock out those lows on Palantir. There we go. There goes SPY. Okay. See SPY continue to push lower. Looks like Palantir wants to go inverse to SPY. Okay, we'll still babysit Palantir. Let's see SPY here. See if this move on SPY continues. Palantir retrace reject will be great. So it looks like Palantir is going inverse, going the opposite way of SPY. Okay, we'll let that play out. See if that signal on SPY can print. No close above conservative on Palantir for me. We're seeing some buyers stepping up on the 5 here. Here we go. Here's the slide, the long-awaited slide. Okay, here comes the slide. It only took almost an hour. You did take that scale out. You did take that scale out. See if Palantir can start to wick back lower. Okay, at 775. Get that close below 775. So it looks like Palantir is going inverse of what the index want to do. So Palantir 89% available. Palantir not going the other way. My stop is a close above conservative. Okay, I can accept the wick, but no close. Okay. Just like that. Look how quickly this traps. Vicious. Okay, 775. Okay, see if that can send Palantir south. All right, so what we're noticing is it's an inverse relationship between the index and Palantir. So when the indexes are dropping, Palantir pumps. When the indexes are pumping per se at that particular time, Palantir dumps. Look at this, guys. How quickly things change. All right, complete different action than yesterday. So just see profit, take profit. Palantir come to lower day, that would be great. That would be encouraging. If Palantir does come into that high, knock out that 5-minute high, that'll be very close to getting stopped out. Very close to conservative. If Palantir were to zeros, I probably would have locked in a majority at the lower day. But I'll give this a little bit of time. SPY still inside. The manipulation is one for the history books, guys. Look at this. As messy as it gets. So if you're getting stopped out, okay, don't keep pulling the trigger over and over and over and over again. All right, the condition, there's no expansion. Okay, if you have any lingering FOMO, okay, see if we can push back lower. Okay, Palantir come back into play. I want to see Palantir get back to the lows of the day. Palantir does have an aggressive level slightly below lower day 160. Okay. Every time the index dumps, Palantir pumps. Okay, look at the wicks on SPY, guys. Who's done for the day? Who's just saying, hey, you know what? I'm observing this action, and this is not my cup of tea. Okay, let's go to Shockwave 30. If you're Shockwave 30, you're waiting. Still in Palantir, no change. Down about 16%. Okay, so this is give back money. If you enjoy the run up past couple of days, okay, you have to protect your profits, especially if you got a big win the past couple of days. It's always good to take a day off. All right, just like how a lot of people like to take days off after a big loss. All right, always a good idea to do the same thing. What you do when something bad happens, more than likely you need to follow that same protocol when something good happens. Okay, so first trade, first trade is about to be in the books, guys. First trade worked in our favor nicely. Tesla, eventually those runners got stopped out. We're able to extract double digits on a push to the upside on Tesla into high day. Second trade, Palantir puts. Rode it into lows of the day when it broke via shockwave. Opted not to take that 9%. Okay, because if this does break down, there can possibly be something greater than that, and I want to see that take place. So I want to see Palantir knock out those lows. So we're a minute and some change away from the conclusion of first shift. This hourly candle tells us everything we need to know. Okay, Palantir can be very sensitive to 160. So if it can make one more drop into 160.13, okay, I'm going to monitor that closely for my scale out. These contracts are 155. Okay. The big thing is this level here, 775. We discussed it in pre-market. 775 and the level down here are going to be the most important. Most important levels. So Palantir is still grinding. Okay, Palantir is still grinding. So what I do like about Palantir is making lower lows, lower highs. What I don't want to see on Palantir is a breakout. If that makes sense, okay? You don't want to see this resistance get broken. Okay, see Palantir can start to speed up. Going into 160, we need to come into 160 with force, guys. That's why we bounced initially. Okay. So I don't want to see this break. on Palantir. And it looks like that inverse relationship between Palantir and the index is holding up. So it looks like it's not favorable for me at this current time. Okay, Shockwave 30 coming into play. First shift is in the book. Shockwave 60 also coming into play. Okay. Compound break there. Shockwave 60. First hour is in the books, guys. First hour is in the books. Okay. Shockwave 60. 774.38 is the trigger. Palantir catching another bid. Okay, I don't want to see that break. I want to see it quickly collapse back onto that trend line resistance. I can accept wicks at conservative, no close on the 5. Look at Palantir. You can see getting very close. Okay. Okay, we're seeing the Qs break down nicely. SPY, Shockwave 15, TP1, finally, after the third attempt, after 2 scale outs. Now we are directional on the hourly. Notice how we're directional on the hourly, finally. Okay, finally. Okay. See profit, take profit, guys. Every low is being challenged. Shockwave 60 on the chart. Let's get the likes up on YouTube. We have 180 people joining us this morning. Okay, make sure to like the video, guys, to get to 100 likes for back-to-back days of giveaways. Palantir starting to break out. Palantir on the verge of getting stopped out if I get that close above that level. And that'll be the first stop out in a long time. Okay, so that, how many days was it? Not last week, the week before last week, Wednesday. So basically from 2 Wednesdays ago is when we had the hot hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11-day streak is potentially on the line. 11-day win streak potentially on the line. It's going to come down to Palantir. Okay, Palantir knocks out that level. Then we get stopped out. And look for something else or see what's out there. Again, it's the inverse. What's encouraging is if the inverse relation continues and we're starting to bounce and gravitate back towards 775 on SPY, that could possibly be favorable for Palantir. From a technical standpoint, Palantir is starting to break out. Okay, so that is discouraging. Okay. $35%. Beautiful job. Beautiful. We're closing in on 1,500 subs, guys. Okay. We're 10 subs away. Okay, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe. Over 67% of the people tuning in every day are not subscribed. For those of you who are tuning in, guys, the average watch time is above 40 minutes. All right, so you are hanging out for a long time. You are using the information, applying the information. So make sure to like. Make sure to subscribe. That's all you need to do. Okay, it does tremendous things for the health of the channel. and the health of our program. SPY, retrace, reject, 775. Second shift is here, guys. Second shift is here. Palantir on the cusp. So Palantir only gave 9. Okay. Roughly about 9% TP immediately. Okay. So let's see. We shall see. Qs, retrace, reject, SPY, retrace, reject, shockwave 15. After you get stopped out multiple times, finally get rewarded. Or if you didn't take those breaks, you waited. Okay. Sometimes it's hit or miss. You don't know which one is going to go. Okay, scale out, scale out. This one finally works out. And what it's looking like. Okay, see if that segues us into shockwave 60. So if you have shockwave 15, this last drop, guys, was TP1. That last drop was TP1. SPY lower day. Q's headed towards lows of the day after structurally breaking down. See if Palantir can start to slide as well. See if you can get in sync with the indexes that have been going inverse past handful of minutes. Palantir moves closely to the Dow. Okay. Palantir is an industrial. Shockwave 60. Shockwave 60. See if that signal can print. All right, so it just took an hour. That's all. You can sit through this for an hour. You have shockwave 60. All right. You give yourself a chance. Okay, at some point in time, you'll have all the shockwaves at your disposal. Palantir, a little bit of a flag type of formation. Downward compression after the break. We're headed towards that daily upside breaker. TP1 on the Qs. If you stayed patient for this breakdown, waited in a whole hour, okay, your patience paid. Your patience paid, because now you can see we have a little bit of, although it's still not clean, we have a little bit of direction. We're no longer chopping. Okay, we're no longer chopping. Still in Palantir puts, no modification to the position. I'll let you guys know if any modifications are made. SPY starting to slide. See small caps can continue to push lower. We have some major key levels coming into play. Every level is being contested. Okay, if SPY can bounce, that could possibly help Palantir. SPY can recline, that can possibly help Palantir. So selfishly, I want SPY to bounce off that 774.05. Okay, which is 50% retrace that gap up from this morning. We're at that G50. All right, so even in this range, there are some activity. Retrace, reject. Nice retrace, reject. Palantir starting to slide. Okay, let's see if there's a force behind Palantir's slide. Okay, let's check back on Palantir. So what took place is this break. I didn't want to see this break take place on Palantir, okay? But that break wasn't enough to shift the structure. I did see this downward compression after the break, so I was monitoring this breakout. My stop is at conservative. Okay, so see if there's some kind of bull trap on Palantir and the slide. All right, so I want no close on Palantir above conservative and that daily open. You see how those two things align. In the meantime, I have to let it play out and see if I can get a drop into 160. The big profits are on the other side of the 160. Okay, once in the event that we do get to this area, the big profits are on the other side of 160. Okay, so still has some work to do. Index are starting to slide. Small caps starting to push lower. They're the latest to break. Manage accordingly. SPY is starting to break as well. Only took forever in a day. Okay, SPY has room into that daily upside breaker, into this key zone. All right. Small caps pushing lower as well. Shockwave 60 getting the job done. Shockwave 15 getting the job done. Which 60 would require you to wait the entire hour. Palantir still in play. Okay, still in play. I like this back-to-back 5-minute sell-off we're seeing on Palantir. See if we can continue. I want to see no major engulfing candles on the 5. Okay, trailing stop hit. Okay. Small caps, last one to break. One more triggered. See if one more can continue to push. Hold that PMH. You guys remember one more from this morning? Inside on the 15. Okay, inside on the 15 here. I want to see Palantir start to break down here. We're starting to see some buyers here on the 5 on SPY, buyers here on the 5 on the Qs. The Dow's the only thing that has strength, guys. The Dow's on the verge of a breakout. Right, so we don't want that breakout to come to fruition. That might drag Palantir higher. So Palantir, let's see if we can come back into play. There we go, Palantir, finally. But Theta did, even though these are Friday's contracts, Theta's still going to chew it up a little bit. Okay. But we're starting to break this structure, which is good. Okay, so Palantir still down 13%. So earlier, there was an opportunity to TP at 9% in under 5 minutes. See if I can make this larger. So I'm saying that to give you context and illustrate the effects Theta has. So at this particular time, at you'll see the effects Theta had at 10:20 in the 10:20 1 territory, 10:20 a.m. Eastern territory. When price was down here, was up 9%. More than likely, if it gets all the way down here, it's going to be close to break even, or maybe break even to 5% appreciation. Okay, let's see how that plays out. I like how SPY continues to push. Be mindful of that 773.41 on SPY. Okay, I want Palantir to start to accelerate here. See if Palantir can get on the same page as the indexes. My small cap army, congratulations. Nice breakdown. Knock out these lows. Let's get lower lows to print. Need lower lows to print on Palantir. So I need these lows to print. Need a low to print below these lows. Okay. All right, so what are you guys thinking? Does Palantir get to 160, or does Palantir go to VWAP first? Put in the chat. Does Palantir get to 160, or does it get to VWAP first? You know what I'm thinking. All right, I have a horse in the race. Of course, I want to get to 160. If it tries to get to VWAP, I won't even be there for VWAP because my stop is right here. Okay, let's get that slide, Palantir. Let's get that slide to the downside. Let's get that slide to the downside. Knock out these lows, 160.48, 160.50. Yep, Apple is making that sneaky move to those highs. Okay. Let's see if we can just roll over to the downside. Just roll over. New 5-minute candle here as well. See if we can stay below that 5-minute candle's open. And this candle to get that buying right there to get absorbed and flipped into 160 because we're testing this low right here. The 160.50 is what's being tested here. On Palantir SPY, 5-minute reversal back to the upside, possibly going back for that VWAP, for that 9 EMA test. Same thing goes for the Qs. So both of them are mounting reversal on the 5. So if that relationship is true, if that relationship stays true as their inverse, this should possibly help Palantir. Okay. Okay, Palantir get that nice little slide. 9 EMA test coming up on SPY. All right, so a new signal coming in on Palantir as well. So this is the one that I took here. This is the one I took here initially. Had to sit through some back and forth. If it's the Palantir can just stay below that 5-minute open, that would be encouraging. I want that 5-minute candle on Palantir to remain full body. I don't want to see any wicks, okay, on the bottom of that candle. Buyers are trying. The 160.50 buyers are trying. We want them to get absorbed. $160.50 break would be gorgeous on Palantir. They're not going to go down without a fight. We saw them aggressively step up here. Okay, we saw them step up there aggressively. All right, so between us and 160 is the buyers that showed up here last time. So we need to knock this out. We need to knock out the 160.50 buyers and continue to push. There we go. Okay, see, we get that close. Okay, it's not fully done unless we get that full close, because it's just going to be a sweep. Okay, clean up on aisle 160.50. All right, get that drop into 160. This 5-minute candle is 58 seconds. We want this 5-minute candle in the next 58 seconds to remain below 160.50. That gives us a shorter path now to 160. So now this demonstrates the effect of theta, because my contracts are still down 6%. Right, last time we were here, they were up 9%. So I want to see where they're going to be, and that will demonstrate to you theta in real time. Okay, next 20 seconds. Put some pressure on that, on those buyers there. Look at the buyers trying off 160.50. SPY coming into that 9 EMA. Look at that. Okay, just hold that 5-minute candle open. And then now I have a new 5-minute candle. On this 5-minute candle, it's imperative that we knock out those lows. If we knock out these highs, we might start to push back into this resistance here. Okay, so this next 5-minute candle will settle. Who wants it more off 160.50? Okay. Okay, so buyers stepping up. You see the volatility here, guys? That 150, and that now SPY is at that 90 MA starting to reject. So now I need an bearish engulfing candle. If I can't get that, buyers might have declared victory at that 160.50. And then sit in the position a little longer until I get stopped out. Came close. Came close. Okay, so my stop is all the way up here. Okay, so back to SPY. SPY rejecting out that 9 MA. Retrace reject. And as SPY is rejecting, guess what? Palantir is pumping. And Palantir is pumping hard. Okay, Palantir. So you can see that clear relationship. The clear inverse relationship playing out. So for this to work out, SPY, Palantir needs to stay within our risk threshold, and SPY can possibly use a bounce off of this key zone. All right, the candles are getting very erratic here on Palantir. Okay. SPY coming to this key zone is huge. What kind of response do we get? Nice rejection off that 9. Trailing stop hit. Okay, that 160.50 on Palantir. Too much interest there. You can see shockwave 60. Scale out. Okay, we're coming at that daily upside breaker, guys. Anyone take that 9 MA rejection? If you did, you took it via shockwave 60. So SPY did give those opportunities during second shift. So still in Palantir. I'm going to let this play out. Still within risk. So still within my defined risk. Okay, so not adding to the position because that's not part of the plan. Just sticking to the plan and letting it play out. So for me to be wrong, it needs to close above that stop. Then I'll close it. For me to be right, print lows a day, go beyond 160. Okay, Apple breaking out here. Nice breakout on Apple. So it's been a tale of 2 days, right? Completely different action than yesterday. Okay, take a minute, guys, if you haven't already. We're 30 likes away from our giveaway. Make sure to like the video. We're starting to slide back into close to that 160.50. Okay, if we come back into it, we need to slice and dice through that level. Look at that, guys. When you see this, like candles just ripping like that, it's program selling. Okay, that's actually helping Palantir now. Palantir knock out that 160.33. Okay, shockwave 60 for the win. Look at the VIX. So we said one thing we don't want to see is a spike. Look at the VIX, guys. 1843. This 5-minute candle on VIX went from 16 to 18. Massive spike on the VIX. Massive spike on the VIX. Hopefully our strikers caught that. 9 MA camp. Okay, double dippers on shockwave. On IWM. I'm over here babysitting Palantir. All right. So close below this PML and decisive push lower. That's an indication. But again, be careful going short exactly here. Okay, the indicator tells you where to go short. This spike on the VIX, is there some legitimacy behind it, guys? The VIX is coming in hot. The VIX is coming in hot. The VIX is coming in hot. Palantir just a hot mess. And you don't take SPY there. Dollar signs if you took SPY. Qs, small caps. If you're bearish, you want this zone where you're on price to stay below this gray box. Still in Palantir. A lot of shake and bake. If you're looking for the reclaim, PML sweep, 773.41. But I would avoid the reclaim as long as the VIX is this hot. The VIX continues to push, guys. That's a massive push on the VIX. Okay, look at this hourly candle. How does that hourly candle look? Is it bullish, bearish, or indecisive? So which way should you be going? Generally speaking. Who are they paying? Okay. Easier way to answer it is look at the hourly candle. If it's bearish, okay, the bearish setups are paying off. If it's green, if it's bullish, the bullish, they're paying the bulls. If it's inside, they have not chose which participation group to compensate yet. You can see my full dashboard in the community stream. Okay, community stream. Let's check back on Palantir. Okay, if you recall, Palantir 160.50. Buyers drove it back up. So now, second again, buyers have a chance to drive it back up. But notice how this drive was lower than the initial drive. So we need to see that decisive close below 160.50 once again to segue us into 160 cycle level and lows a day. If you targeted that key zone, congratulations. Okay, there was one zone we discussed that bounced on SPY right here with our team. Okay, it's not easy to take that bounce. You're taking in the face of aggressive selling. But nonetheless, manage accordingly. You can collide with those EMAs. If you're waiting for the 5, continue to wait. Palantir still down. See, Palantir can start to sell off here a little bit. If the narrative of strong SPY equals weak Palantir, we should start to sell off here for today. That seems to be the theme for today. Okay, 160.50. Our third attempt at 160.50. Okay. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. I want to see a decisive close below here. Okay, no wicks. No trickery. All right, so if it comes into lows of the day, okay, that 160 is coming up. Okay, lows of the shift are right there. So stay below. SB. Okay, roll over into 160. So again, okay, for like we just said earlier, this is the effects of theta. Okay, at 10:30, this was 9%. 9% appreciation. Now at 10:59, about to be 11 o'clock, that's our break even. That's probably gonna be our break even. All right, so you can see the two different schools of thought for type A trader, and type B trader. Okay, let's knock out that 160 decisively. The VIX is super hot, guys. 1838, 160.50. Knock that out, knock this out, and then knock out 160. I wouldn't be surprised if we do get some buyers trying to engage off that 160.50, 160 cycle level. Okay, they're trying again. They're trying once again. There you Okay, see if they get pushed back and pushed back lower. New hourly candle here, guys. Time is flying. So far we took a trade on Tesla, worked out beautifully in our favor. Runner stopped out, and basically managing this Palantir position. SPY to present some great opportunities during second shift, choppy during first shift. There goes Microsoft. 160.50 on Palantir. Okay. So you can see SPY catching a bit off this level. So still in Palantir, nothing modified. Can the VIX cool off is the question. Can the VIX cool off? Can the VIX cool off? Every time we come to that 160.50 on Palantir, it seems like the reactions are smaller and smaller, which is encouraging. Okay, but the longer it takes, let's knock out these lows. The longer it takes, the more theta starts to eat away at the premium, despite the fact that these are Friday's contracts. Okay. SPY colliding with the EMAs. Does it have another breakdown brewing? We shall see. Okay, Palantir is starting to slide here. Okay, Palantir sliding. Let's go over to Palantir real quick. Go. So Palantir still down 9. Okay, I want that to segue into Shockwave 60. Okay, there we go. Now look, Palantir came to 160, guys, and it's still down 5%. So that's about a -4. Theta has eaten 14%. Okay, it's eaten 14% value. Okay, it was 9% before, and now it's still -5% here. So very close to break even. So what I need, I know 160 is there, but again, I need that push below 160. Okay. Look at that drop. Look at that drop on Palantir. There we go. Stay below 160. TP if you need to, guys. TP if you need to. Okay. Let us stay below 160. You saw how that dropped? That program selling? It's almost like sellers were right there waiting for that to dump it right there. So I don't want us to recapture 160. There goes Palantir. There we go. Nice Palantir. TP, guys. All right. Stay below 160 on Palantir. Go Palantir. I'm going to modify my stop to 160. So no close back above here. So it's going to be very close to break even. All right, if you TP'd already, congratulations. I'm going to modify my stop to right there. So it's basically very close to break even trade or positive. Because if Palantir does have some room to continue to push lower, that would be great. See if the buying can get absorbed once again. Who took that? That was it. That breakdown was it. Okay. Didn't give scale out yet. So I want us to stay below 160. VIX is still hot. Spiked into wow, look at the VIX. Spiked into 1836. Now it's at 1636. Okay, I want Palantir to knock out those lows. knock out these lows down here. Knockout lows a day. Okay. Go, 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 Palantir. Dollar signs if you extract the profits on Palantir. Dollar signs, dollar signs, dollar signs. Okay. Let's see if we get that continued push. Knock out those lows. It's just taking forever in a day. Okay, get below 159.46. Start to slice and dice. Slice and dice right there. Slice and dice. Don't bounce. Okay. I'm going to take a majority off right there on Palantir. Thank you very much. At those lows, holding runners. Okay. There goes Palantir. Okay, so the streak remains intact. There we go, guys. The streak remains intact. So Palantir is not giving much, but gotta take it for what it gives. If you just took the profits there, you don't have to deal with all that. If you decided to engage more recently, all right, you don't have to deal with the back and forth. But nonetheless, guys, runners on Palantir. See if we can stay below 159.50. I want that 5-minute candle to be strong. TP, guys, on Palantir. Took forever today, but eventually worked out. Okay. Took forever today, eventually worked out. That's the power of shockwave. That's the power of waiting. See if you can knock out that 159.50 and continue to drop. If you want to use that 9 as your trail, by all means, whatever trail protocol you want to have after taking profits. All right, I'm always going to encourage profit taking, guys. Do what you need to do. Okay, SPY holding that daily upside breaker. Who took that? Apple gone. So you have to really know what you're looking for. Yesterday you can click a button, click the buy button, basically any time during the day, and you get paid. Today you really have to know what to look for. Okay, so if you come into the day today just clicking random buttons because of what happened yesterday, okay, it's not going to work out. I'm going to use this 9 as my trail, very tight trail. Okay, no close above it. So that's basically going to be very close to break even. All right, very tight trail. I'll use that 9 on the 1. Okay. See if we can wick back lower. If we can wick back lower, that'd be great. If it stays where it is and closes in the next 20 seconds, then I will get stopped out of runners very close to break even. I want it to wick back lower. If there's legitimate selling pressure, this should get absorbed and should get pushed back lower. Okay, so you get that rejection. target these lows. Selling continues. Get above these highs. Maybe some signs of buyers. They want to take it back to 160. Okay. Basically close at the EMA. Okay, if we knock out that 159.20, or we continue to hold, we knock out these highs there, then we get stopped out on the stopped out of the runners. So that's just a 9 MA retrace reject. Okay. Knock out these lows and proceed. That will trigger that 5-minute push. I like how SPY is starting to bounce. Okay, off that daily upside breaker, key zone from this morning. You can target that 9 initially, guys. That 9 EMA is coming up. Watch for that flag. If you're in the flag camp, keep a close eye on that compression on SPY while I babysit Palantir. All right, so that's gonna be the 2 trades for today, guys. Both worked in our favor. Palantir took some time. Good, took upwards of an hour. Close. Was it? Yeah, more about an hour. Just under an hour, I should say, from 10:30 to 11, 10:20 to 11, so about 30 to 45 minutes. That's how long it took to play out, okay? But nonetheless, we're just babysitting runners now, see if there's a little more room left into this 158.07. Okay, using the 9 EMA as our trail. Ideally, we want to see strength on SPY. Okay, same logic applies off this level here. Very tight trail. Okay, try to create as much separation away as possible from that 159.20. Get to 159. That would be great. Okay, no close above here. Buyers are trying. They are trying, but look at the 5-minute. There's still a lot of selling. We want all that buying to be absorbed. So what it came down to is that 160.50. Again, guys, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe. We have about another 18 minutes left on our show. If you're a first-time viewer, let us know where you're joining from. Long-time viewers, take the next steps. Join our community for the delay-free, ad-free stream, along with access to all the top resources. And to put yourself in position to capitalize off these type of trades, guys, you need to have Shockwave. Okay. You need to have Shockwave, be properly trained, be part of our community, exchange ideas with our members, and get the ideas directly from me along with the breakdown. If we get that close above, okay, they can take it. So at least we'll walk away with positive return on the runners. As long as they don't get close above that, and then we can continue to push it lower. Nice flag, 9 EMA rejection on SPY. Back into PML. Scale out here, guys, if you need to. I want this 5-minute and the next minute some change to close as possible to those lows. Buyers are trying. Okay, we get below these lows, we continue to hold. We close above this high, then we are out of there with those runners. A close, okay? And what's happening is SPY starting to break down, so that might be a sign that Palantir wants to go back the upside based on the relation we've been monitoring. So we'll at least walk away with around 10% on those runners. Okay, I'll close it right there. Close the runners right there as SPY starts to break. And thank you very much, Palantir. Okay, so once it got above there, closed out about 5-6% of those runners. So all in all, Palantir not the biggest trade, but nonetheless, we were able to manage it to the best of our ability and ride it all the way below 160. Just took some time to play out. Okay, now the fact that the SPY is starting to break down, that might lead Palantir to push back up to 160. And now whatever Palantir does, it can do whatever it wants. We're no longer concerned about Palantir. If you're still managing Palantir, you can use 5 for 5, 1 for 1. All right, but those contracts are just taking a lifetime. So again, there are further dated contracts. Okay, just know that. See if we can knock out those lows, and you should be good to go. All right. Okay, so the exit never fails. As soon as we exit, so set to set lower lows. But at least we close it before the conclusion of the stream. So 2 trades today, guys. Both ended up working in our favor. SPY, beautiful breakdown there on SPY. Collides with the EMAs. If we can get to 100 likes in the next couple of minutes, guys, we will do a giveaway. We will do a giveaway. We have 150 people joining us. And you want to catch that breakdown on SPY. If you're still in Palantir, dollar signs. All right, so now the waves are waving, guys. So the waves are waving. You can see Palantir lower lows continues. SPY becomes directional. Okay, if we can get to 100 likes by 11:20, we'll do the giveaway. All right, so everyone needs to scroll down, smash the like button. It takes 2 seconds. I've been looking into futures lately because of the Greeks. What do you think? Also, why does futures charts move so slow? Probably is because you're looking at the futures charts in the after hours. You're looking at the futures charts maybe in the Asia session. But during the optimal hours, during New York and London session, during that crossover, right, between 9:30 a.m. or 9 a.m. and at 12 o'clock, they should be moving really nicely. Just because futures don't have theta, guys, it doesn't make it easier. Just because futures don't have theta doesn't make it easier. Right, you still have to go through, that's just one less factor to consider. But at the same time, that might make you hold the position a little longer because there is no theta. Or sometimes we have to use the things that are designed to work against us in our favor. What I mean by that is theta is designed to eat our contract premium. We know theta is against us. How do we use theta for us? We use theta in our favor by being nimble and being quick in profit taking. Here we go, guys. If you held Palantir, okay, I think I just got bored. Just closed it out of boredom. If you held Palantir, you probably could have extracted another 10% out of it. 10, 15%. SPY, retrace, reject. Shockwave 60. Okay. Slow grind lower, but now starting to speed up. You take the puts right there. Okay. TP1. You get a nice little dead cat bounce here off this level, which is to be expected unless proved otherwise. It wasn't sufficient to shift the structure. Okay, we collide with the EMAs. After we collide with the EMAs, we break structure. We fall below PML, we fill the gap, and then now we're within prior day's range. So below us is this major key zone and 770. Okay. So make sure you take your profits, guys. Lock in your wins. Tomorrow's going to be Thursday, and then we have Friday, and just like that, the first week of the month is in the books. Right? The first week is all about building a cushion. Okay, 15 likes away, guys. 15 likes away. How we doing, strikers? I didn't get a chance to jump into the chat. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing, strikers? Got that, got out. Big red green. It was about time. Today's gap closed. Profits taken. Beautiful job. But you see how quickly things are changing? It hits targets and immediately wicks. 35% QQQ puts. Beautiful. Beautiful job, Poodle. Okay, very tricky moves. I became poor yesterday because I was against the SPY. There was no clicking bring button for me. Yeah, it's like yesterday was just one for the history books. Okay, so now today marks, guys. Today marks. We talked about this in 2025, right? God willing, I'll do everything I can to try to get 252 days of live trading. Okay, today marks day 150. So we have now less than 100, around 100 days left. So we've seen more action. Okay, then we have action left. All right, so 100 days. Okay, 100 days, and the year and the 2026 is in the books. Okay, so hopefully you're making significant strides towards your goal. You're revisiting the, where did I put the striker commitment? Here. All right, so you're revisiting your commitment you made early this year. Okay, if you haven't made a commitment, make a commitment for the last 100 days. Okay, to be sharp, write out your goals. The likelihood of you sticking to those goals, right? And the goals don't have to be monetary, right? The goals have to be process oriented. Okay, keep in mind, guys, the monetary side is the output. Okay, so making the goal monetary, right, is basically trying to get some kind of output. It's very difficult to have a monetary goal when you're not controlling the input. So make your goals input related, and then eventually the output will be monetary. All right, so 100 days left. This is the stretch. We're about to close out month of August. All right, we're going to close out the month of August. We're going to jump into September, and of course, we jump into the busiest season. All right, we jump into the busiest season. So do an assessment, see where you are. Okay, see what you learned, see what things you can implement immediately to get you back on track if you fell off track at some point in time, and see what you can continue to do to stay on track if you are on track. Okay, during these 150 days, guys, during these 150 days, we saw a lot. During these 150 days, we saw a lot. Okay, so if you're just joining, make sure to join us for the next 100 days. Okay, for the next 100 days. All right, so again, guys, any questions, put your questions in the chat. Apple gave a nice little break. Amazon was actually nicer. All right, I was over here babysitting Palantir, which eventually paid off. But Amazon, that double dip on Amazon was gorgeous, and that was on our radar as well. Shockwave 60, nope. Shockwave 15. On top of that, look at this, guys. I love it when it comes off of a key zone, when there's structure behind it. So this Amazon setup was textbook. This entry was textbook. Immediate drop into scale out. Take the puts there. If you take the puts here, okay, you sit through a little bit of drawdown. Okay, you sit through a little bit of drawdown. You don't get stopped out. You're still below VWAP. Still below this key zone. Okay, you sit through a little back and forth, and eventually pays off. Okay, so Amazon was the nicest double dip. Okay, let's check back on Palantir. Okay, let's check back on Palantir. If I decide to hold Palantir, maybe I can squeeze another 10% out of it. Right? But now you can see how quickly it reverses course. You already got that scale out. Okay. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Let me clear some drawings here. Shockwave tells you exactly when to take it. All right. I'm not saying this because it's my indicator and I built it from the ground up. but this is as good as it gets if you're looking to trade the opening range. There's no such thing as perfect in our industry, we know that, but this is as good as it gets. Okay, if it's going to get better, okay, it will be an upgrade. I'm always looking to make it better and better and better and better, but this is as good as it gets. After this point is just adding bells and whistles. Okay. Caught Tesla could get good, over $200 on that dump. Now, hard not to try to long on the bounce back. Take your 200 and run away. You don't want to give back your 200. George, I've been watching you on YouTube since May, and I learned a lot from you, but it seems the more I learn, the less I know. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? That's a good thing. All right. The more you know, the less you know. The more you know, all right, the more you found out about how little you know. Right, so that means you're making progress. Right, you always want to compare yourself to where you were a certain period of time ago. You don't want to compare yourself to anyone else. All right, where were you in May? All right, so how much knowledge did you get from that point on? Okay, where you are now in August, if you continue on this path, where are you going to be in end of October? And that's the humbling thing, right? The more you know, the less you know. So you're always eager to learn. Right? It's humbling because you'll start to realize how much there is to still learn. And I'm always learning as well. So it's not I'm at a point where I don't learn anymore. I learn every day. All right, I learn every day, and I force myself to learn every day. And that's the only way you're going to stay sharp. You're not going to come to a point where you know everything. If you think you know everything, you know nothing. Okay, so that's a good realization. That's a good place to be. That's a good place to be. Any other questions? Good advice, George. Absolutely. Mr. Green 3. We fell short of the like threshold today. We're 2 minutes away from the conclusion of the program. If you want to join us for the extended version of the stream, make sure to scan the code, click the link in the description, and you can join us. We're going to continue to provide commentary, analysis, and maybe take a trade with our community. We're going to jump off here. If you guys have any questions, let us know. If you don't, we'll see you guys tomorrow. I will keep the stream running for the people on YouTube. If you're a YouTube member, right, the stream will go private. All right, so we'll go private, and then we'll continue with the community and the private folks on YouTube, the ones who support the channel. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. If you're green, stay clean. Hopefully you found value. Smash a like button on your way out. Make sure you're subscribed. Help us get to 6K subs. Blessings to you as well, Fishman. All right, we'll go jump over to private stream. We'll be in our community as well. Stay safe if you're still in the trenches. Okay, use the EMAs. We're currently grinding lower. Okay, don't try to catch the bottom. Use key levels. Use technical analysis if you're done for the day. If you're green, stay clean. Don't give back your profits. Today was not an easy day to be on the green side. So don't give back your hard-earned profits all right, on just some random setup. Okay, at least fight the good fight and lose it the hard way rather than just a simple setup. All right, you can join the community by clicking the link pinned in the chat, scan the code on the screen. SPY Strikers community, you can join there. Okay guys, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe. Strikers will continue, and God bless each one of you.
Jesus is the answer.
When the charge went dark, when the road got narrow, he was there.
Jesus is the answer.
I spent years chasing numbers on a glowing screen, thinking one more win would finally make me complete.
Make me complete.
Running after green candles like they could save my soul.
Like my soul.
The prophets make a poor God when they're sitting on a throne.
Ooh, yeah.
Build my house on sand,
House on sand.
watch the tide roll in.
Watch the tide roll in.